All new at 6:30, Arizona could be heading for a record-breaking budget surplus. ABC 15 data expert Garrett Archer dives inside the numbers on what it means for you.
This past Friday, Arizona lawmakers were told to expect a windfall in surplus revenue. The Joint Legislative Budget Committee, which keeps tabs on Arizona's revenues and expenditures, says that a surplus could be as much as $5.3 billion. Let's break this down, look at why budget figures are so strong and where the surplus might end up going. The amount of the surplus is contingent upon one thing: Proposition 208, a tax increase on the highest earning Arizonans that was passed by voters but has all been struck down in the courts. If Prop 208 were to survive, the money would go directly to schools and the surplus would be about $4.1 billion. If 208 falls, which is more likely at this point, that money has already been collected, a lot of it has, would go to a general budget surplus, bringing the total to $5.3 billion. How did Arizona get into this position? Strong sales tax numbers are a big factor. This chart shows that prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, annual sales tax growth remained consistent at about 8%. But look at what happens in 2021. A rapid and large increase in spending combined with inflation has pushed sales tax growth into the double digits. On top of that, Arizona did not take any real hit in income tax revenues. Tax withholdings from paychecks remain very stable even throughout the pandemic. It's growing as well, passing $500 million for 4 months in the past year. In the past 10 years, in fact, Arizona has not had an end-of-the-year balance over $1 billion. So the surplus won't be just carried over to next year. I sat down with Republican Representative David Cook to ask him what some of the priorities are. Cook tells me that he wants to pay down the state's pension debt.
If we can take another stab at that and pay down that debt reduction for the state, then we're going to free up another $100+ million for the taxpayers, and that's who we should be looking out for.
Cook is also in favor of using some of the surplus to suspend the gas tax. This is a look inside the numbers. I'm Garrett Archer, ABC 15.